Okay, guys. Well, I sort of was aware of the possibility of Model Y popping up on the list, but I wasn't finding it when I was really looking for it. So I was looking around today, and I found the Model Y that is available. It's in inventory, so you can't order it. You have to go pick it up, but it is under 40,000. All right. Well, in looking around, I came across this Model Y that's in inventory. $39,590. Okay. Range is 260, although that's the EPA range. And don't really know how much you want to trust the EPA estimate. Based upon my Model Y, I would fully agree with you not trusting it. Delivery location, is Tesla League City. So out there going towards Galveston, if I remember right. So 3-hour drive, pick up a brand new Tesla Model Y. Now, the only disadvantage here is it's rear-wheel drive and probably LFP. But other than that, it's a Model Y. I think you can't go back and retrofit the third row into it. I think. I'm not sure about that. There you go. All right, so the next question was, can this car work as a commuter? And yeah, sure. I mean, my comparison before was to a Toyota Camry, which is equivalent to a Tesla Model 3. All right, so the difference between a Tesla Model 3 and a Tesla Model Y is the roof and storage, of course, but there you go. I mean, could you drive to work? Yeah, sure, no problem. No problem whatsoever. It works fine that way. All right, so one of the questions I had on my list is it a 4-seater? Yes. Now this car is set for me, and you see there's actually a fair amount of room in front of that driver's side rear seat. There is a position in the middle with seatbelt. I mean, could you fit in there? Yes. Not for very long, but you could. Oh yes, my grandson kicking the seat in front of him. Anyway, there you go, 4 seats. So one of the questions I had on my list is, can you do day trips with your car? Well, okay. It's not fair to say, well, obviously yes, because the car we're talking about is actually just rear-wheel drive. And I have a feeling it might be LFP, but I haven't figured that part out yet. But with that said, let's say my previous example was either going to Houston or going to Dallas. I don't remember which one it was. Okay, I've done both locations with my car. Yes, no problem. You can. There's multiple superchargers going either way. I would tend to think that this rear-wheel drive could even do the longest stretch that I did in my trip to Los Angeles. And that stretch was 140 miles, I think. So no problem there. And of course it's Tesla, so it's compatible with superchargers. So you shouldn't have any problem there. So there you go. Okay, so how's the safety of a Tesla Model Y? Here it is. 2022 Top Safety Pick Plus. Now, this is probably in the dual motor version, but you know, all you're missing is the front motor with the rear wheel drive. So anyway, this is from a safety perspective, this is a very good car. Now, rather than me tell you all this stuff, I'd rather just let you go back and check it yourself. And this is probably going by way too fast for you, but there you go. So, IH.org, Tesla Model 3. There you go. Okay, the next question I have is home charging or AC charging. I'm not sure. So I do have a Tesla port. Let's call it Tesla port. It's Snacks, but it's Tesla. Anyway, so I have that. If this car is 11.5 kilowatt, depending upon the wall charger you have, is the max AC charging. However, if I were to go back and look at my friend's Model 3, I think she was limited around 7 kilowatts. So, but even at 7, that's more than enough that you can put back in. So for AC, it should be okay. I'll do a wrap up to make sure I cover all the things that are different. Okay, DC fast charging. That's a good question. But I will say this, even if it was limited to 170, that's more than enough for any kind of road trip you might take. Now, will it take slightly longer? Yes. I mean, this dual motor goes up to 250, and that limitation's really because of the superchargers. I mean, at least in theory. So, can you do road tripping? Yes, sure. Now, the other thing I will say, and I've done this multiple times in this car actually, is you can fold down these rear seats and put a mattress in here, and you can camp out overnight with camp mode. So there you go. Good for road trips? Yes, definitely. Okay, so real world range. I just found somebody who did a test, but it sounded more like he just said he ran until he ran out of zero empty energy, but he didn't really like do a 70 mile per hour range test. Anyway, he said he got 220 miles from between charges. Okay. The AC charging limit is 6.25 kilowatts. The DC fast charge limit is indeed at 170. And the battery is a CATL LFP battery. There you go. Now, if you're looking for the absolute lowest price, this is it. At least from a Lago Vista perspective. If you're looking for, if you could stretch a little bit, I would definitely take a look, because I found a Model Y dual motor for $45,070 at Palm Springs. So I mean, $5,000. Is it worth it? It's up to you, really. But anyway, there we go. I'm not sure if this is really necessary, but when the lowest price car shows up in Tesla inventory, people are searching all the time. Those tend to go fairly quickly. So if you're going to act on it now. If you don't find it, don't give up. Just keep going back. I mean, that's how I found this one. I had seen one earlier, and when I went back to go look for it, it was gone. Okay? So they come and go. Tesla's trying to move things. Now, this car does not qualify for the $7,500 tax break. So that's part of the reason why it's cheaper. Anyway, there you go.